In this video, I will test the most effective TradingView buy-sell signal indicator strategy, which is 100% profitable and 100% accurate. This strategy was created by Power of Trading and it has got over 160,000 views on YouTube. So let's actually see what this is all about. I will backtest this strategy 100 times with an initial account size set at $100 and 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, for our backtesting, we're going to use Euro Dollar 1 hour chart. And now let's go ahead and add our indicators. So for the first indicator, we will search for Whole Suite. This one by Insilico. Now we need to change the settings on this indicator. So let's double click on it and change this length from 55 to 60. And this length multiplier from 1 to 3. Okay, now we need to apply the second indicator, which is called Downchain Ribbon. Okay, so here's the indicator by Lonesome whatever. Okay, now we need to change some settings. So let's change this period from 20 to 30. And finally, let's add a super trend indicator to our chart. And we're gonna need to change some settings on this indicator as well. So let's change this ATR period from 10 to 50. And this ATR multiplier from 3 to 5.1. Okay, now our setup is ready. Let's get into our trading rules. Okay, so the rules for entering a long trade are simple. We first need to have a new buy signal issued by our super trend indicator. This whole suite line has to be colored in green. And this downchain trend ribbon indicator has to be colored in green as well. And once we have all these conditions met, we're going to go ahead and take a long position. Set our stop loss slightly below this whole suite line and target 2-to-1 times the risk. Okay, so we see this trade turned out to be profitable. Exactly opposite is true for shorts. So we first need to have a new sell signal issued by the super trend indicator. This whole suite line has to be colored in red and this downchain trend ribbon has to be colored in red as well. So we see we have all our conditions met and this is going to be our trigger candlestick. Again, we're going to set our stop loss just above this whole suite line and we're going to target 2-to-1 times the risk. Also, I want to give you some examples where you wouldn't have entered the trade. So we see even though we have a new sell signal issued by the super trend indicator and this downchain ribbon is colored in red, the whole suite indicator is not confirming the signal because the line is still being colored in green. So we would have skipped this trade. Here's another example where you would have skipped the trade as well. So we see we've got a new sell signal issued by the super trend indicator and this whole suite is colored in red, but the downchain ribbon indicator is not confirming the signal because it's still being green. So we do not wait for these indicators to catch up, we just skip the trade altogether. Okay, so now we know exactly how to trade with this strategy, so let's actually backtest it 100 times and see how well it performs in different market conditions. Okay, so after 100 tests, we see this strategy turned out to be 100% profitable because we managed to make a 0.01% profit. However, I do have some questions about the win rate. Even though we do have 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, 34%, I mean, it's pretty low. The equity curve looks all over the place, a couple of these drawdowns and you can say goodbye to your account. The profit factor is 1.03 and we had 4 consecutive wins against 7 consecutive losses. Okay, so overall I think this strategy doesn't quite work on Forex. What do you think? So let's actually do another 100 tests on a crypto market and see how well it performs there. Okay, so we're going to pick Bitcoin USDT and let's actually change the time frame from 1 hour to 15-minute chart. The entry rules and the money management are exactly the same, so let's actually get started and see if the results are any better. Okay, so the situation with the crypto is a bit better. Our win rate is 36% and we increased our account size by 12.63%. Our profit factor this time is 1.13 and we had 5 consecutive wins against 9 consecutive losses. So as we can see, this strategy doesn't work at all, and I think the main problem with it is late entries and poor money management. So for example, here we've got a signal to go short. This signal overall is not bad, but the way we place our stop loss is really terrible. So I think placing your stop loss at this whole sweet line is a really bad idea, because this affects the distance between your entry price and your profit target as well. So we see the price did go in our favor, but the problem is we eventually got stopped out. So if, let's say, we set our stop loss at the recent swing high instead, we would have easily hit our take profit target. Also, sometimes you get signals when the trend is pretty much over. So here, for example, we had a signal to sell, but the price reversed and went against us pretty much right away. Okay, so we see in terms of win rate, this most effective 100% win rate strategy is sitting on a third place. So hopefully this video will save you some time and money. If you have any suggestions on how we can improve this strategy, please let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm backtesting strategies pretty much every single day with the goal to find a perfect one.